G'day folks, it's the Maple Monkey here again with another Marvel United gameplay video for you, and this time we're diving back into the world of Homebrew. We've been showing off a lot of great official content. We've shown off a lot of the DC heroes and villains in the last few videos as well. Plus we've had some official Marvel stuff there with I think it was the Dark Avengers, and maybe before then we had some others as well. But yeah, I thought let's go back and show what the homebrewers can do, what the community of fans and stuff out there have really been inspired to do as well. And I really love showing off this stuff. So, and speaking of fans and speaking of the community making a lot of great content, Derrick from Canje Studios has been making a lot of great villains for the game for a long time, and this is another one of those outstanding characters, and that is Baron Mordo. So we've got the big sorcerer, or I don't know if he's actually ever been the Sorcerer Supreme, but he's certainly often sort of contending for it, I think. So we're going to be using him today as the villain, and because of that I thought we'd have a big wizard battle as well. So our hero team is full of like sorcerers and spellcasters and that sort of thing as well. So let's see all the fireballs fly. So let's have a look at his dashboard here. You can see here he's got a villainous track here, or a villainous plot with a track there, but he does have some special setups. So we have to shuffle and set aside the Mordo invocation deck to the villain, and put it next to the villain dashboard. Then play the top card of the invocation deck face up next to the villain dashboard, and this invocation is active until it is discarded. Alright, and before we have a look at that, we can see here that this is the deck, so the whole bunch of cards here. So we flip, I think what we're supposed to do is take one, flip it over and leave that sort of next to it, but I like to just keep them on top like this. So we're going to have a look here. What's our first one? What have we got here? The Bolts of Bishru. Okay, so when Mordo would bam, use this bam effect instead. So this is going to replace that. Increase the summon track by 1, then deal 1 damage to each hero in the location opposite. Okay. And then each adjacent location to that location as well. Okay, so it's a long range attack. So let's have a look then. We'll have a look at the special rules here. This just reiterates about the invocation deck. So it's a special deck of spells that Mordo will use against the heroes. These cards are always in effect, or always active until the card is discarded. Let's have a look at the BAM. So this is being replaced by the Bolts of Bishru to start with, but this will be his general BAM. He increases the summon track by 1, so that's the same as the Bolts, but he deals a damage to each hero in this location, or in his location. And then also, any hero with a crisis token must play their next card randomly from their hand and then discard a crisis token. So that's the normal BAM effect there. His overflow is that for each civilian or thug, so that's not just once per overflow, but for each token that cannot be added to the location, increase the summon track by 1. And let's have a look at this summon track. So villainous plot starts at 0, goes all the way to 20. The summon track, when this track reaches 20, the heroes lose, so whatever he's trying to summon will arrive. So we'll put that down there. He's got a little counter there that's going to go, or a little tracker. It's going to go on that villain track there. He's got 9 health because we are going with a team of 3. Let's have a look at the locations around here. I thought the theme could be we're in a seedy bar, we're in a tavern, and a mysterious figure in a cloak comes up to us and gives us a mission to go hunt down a wizard in a castle or something like that. And so that's the theme. So we've got the bar with no name here. We have the Sanctum Sanctorum with our good friend Mysterio playing the part of the Baron Mordo. Although I believe Mordo, I think there's a model that you can get from Big Head Chibis, and I'm looking forward to getting that at some point down the track. But don't have one at the moment. And then if we go around, we've got the Great Mound. I thought that could be like a dungeon that you have to sort of venture through, maybe a village, a local village nearby that you sort of travel through as well. We've got the Savage Land, and the Warrior Falls sounded like places that you might sort of encounter on a quest as well. Now let's have a look at the threats as well. So I thought maybe linking the bar and the Sanctum could be 2 copies of Flight. So as long as this threat is in play, when damage would be dealt to Mordo, he moves to the next clockwise location instead. So essentially you can't hurt him while these are in effect. So or if he's in No, that's anywhere, isn't it? He moved to the next clock. Yeah, so it's not just in this spot as well. So yeah, you have to get rid of these. So that's a move. Sorry, that's heroics to get rid of those as well. And there are 2 down here. I thought maybe the mysterious figure is Mordo, who knows. But those 2 places are linked there, or they're not really linked by the rules there, but I just thought that would be fun that there's flight in both of those. There's also a Mesmerize, which has a BAM effect, so if he triggers his BAM, this will also take effect, and that means heroes in this location take a crisis token. And we've got one of those in the Great Mound, so maybe there's like a beholder or something in the dungeon. And then I thought maybe the 2 jaguar statues or panther statues there could be maybe sort of have some sort of gaze that locks you in place. So again, you have a crisis token there if you are in a spot when that bams. And then we've got 2 summoned demons. So we've got one in the Savage Land and one in the village. So this deals a damage to each hero in this location, and then each hero in this location discards an action token if they have one randomly. So if you've got a few different action tokens, you'd lose them randomly. And now let's have a look at our wizarding hero team. So we've got a bunch of sorcerers and wizards and tricksters and all sorts of stuff, and I thought it'd be fun if they brought their familiars with them as well. So we have the team of Wong and Lockheed. We have Wiccan and his cat, although this is Goose, I think he's a flurkin or something, isn't he? But I thought that'd be close enough for a black cat. And we have Alligator Loki and his familiar Loki, or is it the other way around? Alright, so there we go. That's our, those are our wizards, our sorcerers. We have Wong here. Now I've added these these pet cards here, so we'll shuffle those up and we basically just add them to the deck, so it does make the game easier. You can take out double wilds, I guess, if you want, or triple, the doubles and the singles if you wanted to, but I think officially this is one of the only editions where you don't actually remove the double wilds as per the rules. They just sort of essentially make the game easier. We haven't drawn any of those yet, though. We've drawn all cards for Wong here. So we've got Martial Artist. This turn you can treat punches at the bottom of the previous card in the storyline as double punch. Not very handy as a starting character, but that's pretty good. And we've got a punch and a star there as well. Okay. And now Wiccan you can see there, he's got Goose cards sort of shuffled in. We have removed his double wild because he does have an equipment card as well. So we'll have a look here. We've got two Goose cards. What do we got here? We've got a heroic, we've got a move, and punch against up to 2 different targets, and then next villain turn, BAM effects, villains and henchmen in Goose's location are cancelled. That's pretty cool. We also have this here, the Nego Wedding Ring. What does that say? Use on your turn if Hulkling is in play, move to this location. We don't have Hulkling. Or use on a villain turn, ignore the first damage you would take. Okay, and then at the beginning of your turn, you may discard an action token to turn this face up. Put that down over here. And finally, we have Alligator Loki and Loki, so we'll shuffle them up as well. And 1, 2, we've got 3. And he's got a equipment card as well, so we have removed his double wild. He's got Intrigue. Next villain turn you can redirect 1 damage you would take to another target in Alligator Loki's location. We've got a movement and a wild, so not a lot of actions going on there. But he does have the staff here, so you can do 2 damage. Let's have a look here. You can add 2 thugs to any location to perform 2 punches in any other location. Then turn this face down. Alright, we can hold on to that. And I think we can get started and let the fireballs fly and see who comes out on top. Okay, let's get down to it. Let's get down to it and see what we get. Who's up first? What's he going to do? We know he's doing bolts of Bishru or something like that. So he's Okay, 3 in a bam. Now 3 in a bam's normally bad, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, because he'd be coming and doing a damage to each hero here, but we're not doing that bam, we're doing this instead. So this says, when Mordo would bam, use this instead. Increase the summon track, that still goes up. Deal a damage to each hero. Okay, and it doesn't say anything about crisis token, so I'm guessing the crisis token doesn't affect us with the bolts of Vishru, but we're not, we don't have any crisis tokens, so that's not really something to worry about. So he's going to shoot over here, and then these 2 spots. We're okay here. The 2 summoned demons don't do anything to us. And then he's going to add some thugs though, so he is populating the board a bit here. 1 and a 2. Oh, there's a couple of... It's getting pretty full, isn't it? Alright, what do we want to do? We definitely want to get rid of these flights, but we also... This is filling up pretty quickly too, isn't it? Well, let's draw a card for Wong. He gets himself a single movement. Not the greatest start, is it? I don't remember Loki. So he wants Loki to pass him punches, but does Loki have a lot of punches? Oh, I don't know. Well, let's play our heroic and a punch. So we can put a heroic on this one to get rid of that, and we may as well get started with beating up some thugs. Clear that spot a little bit, and yeah, now we can move Lockheed. Will we move Lockheed? Yeah, let's maybe fly over to the Savage Lands. He can sort of guard the Savage Lands over here. Alright, Wiccan. So Wiccan draws himself a single wild. I've got a lot of singles, don't I? I'm not loving these hands of cards. These are pretty terrible. I do have Tentacle Protrusion. We could start working on more thugs here. Knock down a couple of these. I could do a move. I've got a move and a punch there. Yeah, that's not bad, but this one says, next villain turn, BAM effects of villains and henchmen in Goose's location are cancelled. But I don't have any movement if I use this. I'd like to protect us, but I think I can get more done with this one. I know I wouldn't be finishing this off, but I've got Loki, so maybe I can do more with this. So let's think. Goose, punch against up to 2 different targets in Goose's location. So Goose can move 1. As a companion, they can always just move 1. Where do we want to go? Which way is Goose going to go? Maybe Goose goes this way. No, maybe he goes this way and defeats up to 2 different... Oh, we could do damage to this demon. 1, 2... Maybe we just punch 1 thug, and maybe Wiccan comes over here, puts a rescue or a heroic token here, and does 1 punch here. So hold on. He's moved in, done a punch. Oh yeah, and Goose does a punch against the demon as well. So that's 2 damage to the demon, 1 punch against a thug. Was there already... Oh yeah, he placed an extra thug out there. I was like, was there already a thug there? But yeah, he placed one out. Okay, yeah, that's fine. So he was going to come in and do that. So we've done 1 damage to a thug, 1 damage to him, then we did an extra damage. I think that's okay with Goose and Wiccan as a team effort there. And finally, Loki's going to draw a card. Ooh, he gets himself a scepter. Oh, interesting. So, next film turn, you can redirect. Oh, this is very interesting. Oh, 2 damage anywhere. We've got 2 damage here. Oh, that's very interesting. So I've got that intrigue. I could redirect damage to like a henchman. That could be good. Maybe let's move Alligator Loki over here to this henchman, but I don't think I'm going to use that card yet, but... recharge, I'm thinking... let's see, what could we do with this? Because I've got a punch. I can add, what is this wedding thing? Not wedding thing, the scepter. Add 2 to any location and perform 2 punches in any other location. Right. So I could put 2 thugs, for example, in here. I could then use a punch to still defeat one. Then I can use a double punch in any other location and I can defeat the demon. Does that work? I haven't been able to finish this off, but I feel like getting rid of this demon so he doesn't hit our good friend Wiccan there is not bad. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Okay. And I've got a movement, so I could still move over here and I could gain a wild token. Don't mind if I do. Okay, that was a very Loki thing to do. I think that worked. Alright, well, what's Baron Mordo got to say about all that? What's he up to? He's going to... Oh no, look at all that. He's going 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's not bamming, so that doesn't go up, but he's putting a lot of stuff out here. 2 of these and 1 of these in this spot here. 1, 2, and then an overflow, so we push this up the track. Then he's going to put 1 thug here. That's not bad, at least we've cleared that a little bit. Oh gosh, there we go. And he's going to put 1 thug, but 2 more here, so that's going up another 2. 1, 2, oof. Okay. Ugh, it wasn't great, wasn't terrible though. Okay, and no bam. So we would have been safe from the demon anyway, but no bam here for the demon either. Okay. So let's see. Is it Wong's turn? Wong's going to draw a card. He gets himself protective shield or shields. Plural. Okay, during the next villain turn, all heroes in your location may ignore the first damage they would take. Right, okay. But what do we want to do now? We have to clear this, don't we? So we have to get around there. Do I want to go this way, though? Have I given myself a punch? Oh, I did too. Maybe I just do a whole bunch of punches too. Do I do martial artist and just go... Because I've got, that would give me 1, 2, this would give me, so I could do 3 punches. See, that could be really good against Baron Mordo at the end too, couldn't it? But if I do this, see, I do have a star here. But a star and a punch. See, a star and a punch is not bad too because it finishes this off. Does finish that off. Yeah, but all villains. I wouldn't be protecting you. I'd be protecting myself, I guess, but not many others. They'd have to come back to me, and I don't really want to do that. So maybe if I do this, I'm giving the other characters movement to get up this way, and I'm getting a big head start on this. So what I think I'll do is I'll play this. That'll give me 2 punches, a 3rd punch. I can do 3 and just defeat 3 thugs outright there, clearing up some overflow. I do have to get cracking on that though, don't I? I can move, so what I'll do, I'll move over here and I will grab a wild token. And I wonder if I should actually just punch a thug over here, so I'll just defeat 2 here and defeat one over here, so yeah, I think that's what I'll do. Alright. Got to get back here to finish that off though at some point, don't I? Okay, so Wiccan, oh, he's got himself a couple of heroics there. Oh, next turn, bam effects of villains and henchmen in Goose's location are cancelled. Did I want to move Lockheed, by the way? No, I think I'll leave him where he is. So I could move, do a thing, and I could cancel the villain. Or I could just get cracking with two of these. Let's do it. Let's do that, I think. Alright. So this is going to give me... Who's this? This is Wiccan. Let's move one. Or do we want to defeat a thug? Yeah, I guess. We're getting close though. And we'll do two heroics. 1 and 2. Goose, may as well come and join us. It's a big party. Everyone's hanging out in this location. Alright, now Loki. If Loki could finish this off too, so we don't have to take crisis tokens, that'd be great. Loki's going to draw a card. He's got a wild. Gets himself another wild. We're just drowning in wilds. Alright, so. Ooh, you could redirect damage. Next turn you can redirect one damage you would take to another target in Alligator Loki's location. Could do that to summon demon, do a damage to him, or a thug maybe. Stop overflow. Is that going to give us enough to do what we want to do? Maybe save these wilds for down the track. Whilst we've got Alligator Loki here, let's maybe do this. We can still move. We'll play one of our heroics on this card here. That's going to finish that one off. Get rid of the Mesmerize. Okay, that's another threat cleared. And we could use this wild to get ourselves a little bit of a head start, come back up here and use the other heroic to place one token on this one. Get rid of the last flight when we can, or while we can. Now I did forget to flip this over, so apologies guys, I should have flipped over the scepter. Alright, and we didn't end in a spot where we can use an effect. We don't want to move Loki because he wants to sort of hang out here and maybe reflect some damage. Next villain turn. So this is only going to take effect this turn, so if he doesn't end up doing any damage to us, we can't block that. Next villain turn. Now can we do this even though we're not in Loki's, Alligator Loki's location? We can redirect one damage you would take to another target in Alligator Loki's location. Yeah, I think that's fine. Okay. Let's see what he does. He's going to... Remember he does the bolts of Bishru. So he's going... Oh, I think this is alright. He goes here. He's going to do bolts of Bishru. So he's going to fire the bolt here. First of all, this goes up by 1. He fires the bolt this way. That's going to do 1 damage. He can redirect it to Alligator Loki's spot. And now do we want to damage the demon? I'm just looking at this and thinking we're going to get some overflow, so maybe instead of damaging the demon we damage a thug instead. Oh, that is going to put us very close to under pressure, but I think that's okay. We'll damage the thug to another target. I guess that's a target. Is it a target? Or is it only a hero a target? Maybe we're getting that wrong, but oh well. Now, let's see. He then fires in this these two spots here, but I think let's block that with the Nega wedding ring there. So that's okay. And then we keep coming around. Oh, and I forgot, that was what I was going to do. The reason I played this scepter was because I wanted to recharge this at the end of the turn. Yes, so that's what we'll do. We played it during the turn and then we'll recharge it. I think that's what we can do. Yep, okay, so he's got that scepter back again. So we block that damage. This summon demon's going to do some damage. He's going to fight Lockheed and Loki, Alligator Loki there, but we're okay. No damage being done there. And then we have to put some tokens out. So we are going to put one here. We're going to put one thug here. So one civilian here, one thug here. But unfortunately, we've got one thug and we're supposed to put two civilians out, but we cannot do that. So we're going to raise the summoning track up by another one. Okay. But I think that's it. We got away. I think we did some tricky stuff there and we got away with some business there. Okay, so we've got a wild. Where are we? We're over here. So maybe it's Wong's job to come over here, finish this off. And then these guys can deal with that. So do we have to draw a card? I don't think we've been hit by anything, have we? Haven't taken any damage? No, I don't think so. So we should have a full hand. Yeah. Okay, what did we draw? I think we just drew the single heroic. And we've got a movement. Right, so during the next villain turn, all heroes in your location may ignore the first damage they would take. I mean, we're not damaged very much at all though at the moment, are we? So maybe we save that for when we're closer together. I might just play the heroic that I need. And where did this come from? I think I had a wild with him because he must have ended his turn here. Let's use that to rescue, instead of defeating a thug, let's rescue a civilian. Let's move and finish this off. Okay. One more threat and one more thug. And then he's under pressure and vulnerable if that happens. This says, if you are alone here, you may fill any number of empty slots in this location by moving thugs from adjacent locations. Oh, that'd be great for clearing this up. If you do, you may defeat a thug here, but I don't think, even though I'm alone from other heroes, I think because the villain's here I'm not alone, so I think I can't use that. Alright. It is Wiccan's turn. Oh! 2 punches in an adjacent location. That might be handy for later on. But right now, where am I? I'm over there. I've got myself a heroic. I just need a move and a heroic if I can manage it, but I don't seem to have that. Goose can stop BAM effects from villains and henchmen in Goose's location, but I don't have a movement. I could move Goose, but no, that's not, it's not doing the business. So I could move, punch a thug or two, and place a hero. So I could make the villain under pressure now. We wouldn't get a turn with Loki, but yeah, but he still wouldn't be vulnerable. Would have to do one more damage to a thug there. So do I play a wild to get some progress done on that? And then hopefully that gives Loki what he needs. Loki would need... See, the problem is Loki needs like a double action thing here. But I like the idea of using this double blast thing on Mordo himself. So let's maybe let's see if we get lucky here. So let's move here. We might move Goose just so we're nearby, so if we do play that card down the track, we can use that. Let's use the wild as a movement. We'll put another token here, and then we have to hope that Loki gets something useful here. Alright, he draws... Oh, cheating. Oh, that sounds good. Cheating. Alright, what does that do? Gives me a wild. So as it stands, I don't think it gives me everything I need. I need 3 actions, because I'd need to be able to put a star down, then I need to move and then do a punch. But what does this let me do? Steal any action token, oh, no one's got one, from another hero in Alligator Loki's location, or if Alligator Loki is in a location with a henchman or a villain, gain a oh, this is perfect. Oh, cheating, here we go. Love it. So I think this works. Let's have a look. So we are here. Alligator Loki is here. Let's use a wild to finish this off. Okay. Then, is that right? Does this still work? Okay, we did that. So we used a wild to finish that off. That is, now the villain is definitely under pressure. He's going to be going every 2 turns. Mordo is upping his game. So we'll put that there. But, so that was just with this one. But it says here, or if Alligator Loki is in a location with a henchman or villain, he's in a location with a henchman, gain a wild token. So that goes to Loki. And then Loki still has a wild he can use to move. Now, where's he going to move? That's the question. Oh, I could go here, but I'd take a crisis token if he bams, but I might be closer for, catching him. But I think I'm going to go here. I'll punch this guy with my wild token. So there we go, and we've cleared both missions. Completed both missions, so now not only is he vulnerable, he's not only under pressure, but he is at least now vulnerable. So we can start hunting him down and try and whittle down this 9 health. And the good news is Wong is in his location. The bad news is he's about to go. If he moves like 3, then Wong's not going to be able to do much, is he? Okay, but at least we can start tracking him down. Now this lets us discard a card from our hand to bottom of our deck, so we can take damage to remove a crisis token from anywhere, but we don't have crisis tokens, so let's not worry about that. Oh, we do. Oh, hold on now. Loki also has this. We have used the cheating to make him vulnerable, and it's still our turn. Oh, okay. Oh, this is a big gamble. Do we... Do we put 2 thugs... This is a very Loki thing to do, right? Do we put 2 thugs out to do 2 damage to him straight away, but therefore giving him a big boost like he could... Yeah, let's do it. Where are we going to put these guys? This is probably a terrible idea. Do we do this? Overflow could be terrible. The overflow could be terrible. Oh, I think I took the skull thing off the wrong place. There we go. No, you know what? Let's not do this now, because we don't need to do this now, do we? That's a terrible idea. That's terrible. Why would I put those out, making the locations more likely to overflow for multiple turns when I could just do this 2 damage at any time? Right at the end. Yeah, that's a better plan. Okay, ooh, almost made a terrible mistake. Okay. So we are up to the bad guy's turn now. Okay, I think we're good. We're not going to use that. Let's do it. Okay. Ooh, he's only moving 1. Well, that's not too bad. Although it's a dangerous spot to come into, isn't it? Ooh, we are going to discard this though, because he was going to fire here. He was going to hit these 2, wasn't he? With the bolts of Bishru, but that goes away because this now says invocation. Discard the active invocation and reveal the new one. So let's do so. And then we bam, and then he's going to put out some civilians or some thugs, it looks like. So let's have a look at what he's doing. Okay, Ferocity of Cytorak. He deals... Oh, wow, he's going to do 2 damage now with his bam. Any damage dealt to Mordo... Oh, no, is reduced by 1. Oh, no, and each attack dealt to Mordo deals 1 damage back to the attacking hero. That's terrible. Oh, just when we've got him. Just when we've got him. Oh, no, and he's going to put 1 here, overflow. So this goes up 1, 2. Luckily, he misses us with this, but now... Oh, man, if we don't get another invocation card soon, this is going to be really painful. Oh, that's terrible. And this, yeah, okay. So not only is he reducing damage by 1, but he's also reflecting some of the damage back as well. Each attack dealt to Mordo deals... Each attack. Oh. That's terrible. So, okay. So, well, let's not complain. Let's just do our job. Okay. What does Wong have? He's been given a wild. He's been given a wild. Okay, the martial artist isn't going to do the job. So in fact, there was not even a point going in and attacking him now, because we'd just be hurting ourselves and not doing any damage to him. We do have martial artist, which would be a waste of this card, but it would do 2 damage. Therefore, we do 1 damage. I think I took this health off before too, when I was getting excited about using the scepter as well, but I don't think we've actually done any damage to him. Oh man. What do we do here? What do we do here? Maybe instead of playing that, let's bide our time and clear the decks. So, we're going to move over here, we're going to rescue a civilian, and we will gain a wild token. Okay, that's the best I think I can do. Alright, we'll leave Lockheed where he is. Let's see what Wiccan is up to. Now Wiccan can do 2 punches in an adjacent location, but each attack dealt to Mordo deals 2 to the... Yeah, this doesn't say that... This basically just says if you attack him you take damage, so we'd still be taking damage here. We've played a heroic. I think we're sort of locked into not really wasting any attacks right now, so... let's maybe... So Wiccan's got a heroic. If we play cuteness, we can protect Wiccan from like getting hit really hard by this ferocity. But then we would be not doing as much rescuing as we could. What else could we do? We could do a move and heroic. We're not too damaged at the moment, are we? We're okay. Okay. Let's do this. We've got a move and 2 heroic. So, do we clear... Do we try and get rid of this? Or I think we just go 1, 2, do 2 rescues here. Maybe bring Goose along with us. Okay. And yes, that's it, because now it is Baron Mordo's turn. Oh no, and it's not. It is not a... Oh, this is bad. It's not a invocation thing, so we're still... Oh, no. Okay, so he's going to move clockwise to the next location with any heroes. Oof. Now both of them are going to hit for 2 and they don't have any protection. Okay. Or do they? Oh no, Wong. Wong's the one with the protection. Oh no. Okay. Now what does that say? During the next villain turn, all heroes in your location may ignore the first damage. Oh, not good. Okay, so I'm going to lose 2 cards here for Wiccan. Let's not lose the Force Blast if we can. Although, if that's all he's got, well, I guess we'll have to not play that card in the next round. Okay, then Loki, you may as well lose. He doesn't have much choice here. He's only got these, so we'll pop these away. Okay, he gets hit for 2 there as well. And, oops. So, the BAM also drives that up by 1, and there's going to be some token placement here. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, is it? 1 civilian in this spot here. So no overflow, that's lucky. Alright. Oh man, these... Oh, I don't like it. Okay, well, who's up next? It is Loki's turn. Loki draws a card. He's in his spot. But it's just not worth it, I don't think. Let's play this so we can move. We can rescue, do a punch. We'll punch this guy. 1, 2. We will gain a wild token, why not? For when we can actually attack him. And that's about it. My oh my. Okay, we've got another hero turn here. Now we have played Wong. Oh, is this worth doing, Mr. Wong? Let's see. We'll draw a card for... Oh, Lockheed can punch in his location. We've got a punch. Got this... Because here we could do 1 punch plus another 2 punches with that. That'd be 3. Plus the wild token is 4, which would get reduced down to 3 damage. But still, that's a pretty big hit. 3 damage, but we would be KOing Wong, because the way I believe this is worded, each attack dealt to Mordo deals a damage back to the hero attacking him during the next villain turn. Yeah, we're not protected here at all or anything. So, is it worth KOing a hero? And then actually that would cause another KO. So he'd drive up the track once, twice, and we'd lose this force blast thing or whatever it is. Maybe we don't do that yet, but we'd be doing 3 damage. But we don't even know if we're going to get another one of those invocations next. Well, let's do it. Let's play, instead of doing that, let's maybe do some clearing. So Lockheed. Okay, so I can do 2 punches here. My star goes to waste, but then Lockheed can punch over here. I think that's what that lets me do. Right, and I gain a wild token. Yeah, okay, I think we just got to pray that we're like beefed up enough when we get there. Okay. Let's see, so it's the bad guy turn again. And he is... Oh, he's moving 3, so right away from us. And he's still not... we still can't affect him. Oh no, look at that, he puts out a ton as well. Okay, so he's going 1, 2, 3. Luckily he doesn't hit us with that big hard hit that he does. But he is going to push up the track by 1. And then this sits like this, so he's... Oh no, that's bad. He's overflowing 1, 2, 3, 4, because there's... Oh no, there's 1 extra spot here. So he puts a thug here. That's another 1, 2, and then he wants to put a civilian here. That's 3, and then this one. So he goes up by 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh no, that is bad. Did I push it up for 1 already for... Just going, I think I did for just the BAM itself. Okay. Alright. Now another turn of just trying to clear stuff, I guess. Trouble is I don't want to come over and clear these because they're so full of things, but oh man. Alright, whose turn is it? It is Lockheed. That's Wong. It is Wiccan. So Wiccan draws himself a move and a punch. He's over here, moving 2 punches, huh? 1, and I guess punch there. Okay, man. Oh, now this says, I think I've actually got the wrong Sanctum Sanctorum card, because this says you can put a action token from the pool onto a threat or a power-up card, and I'm pretty sure power-up cards are only in the Thanos set. But let's do it. Let's put a token here. Okay. And then Loki. Oh, shape-shifting. Until the beginning of your next turn, when you take damage, you may redirect it to another hero or henchman in any location. Oh, well, that could be handy. Let's do that. Move, a punch, and a wild. So let's go here. 1, 2. And if you are alone, oh, we can bring 1 in and then defeat it. And should we bring another 1 in? Yeah, let's do it. Let's bring 2 in, defeat 1. Okay. Yep, okay, so bad guy turn. We need some invocations here. The trouble is if they're all at the bottom, we're not leaving ourselves many turns to hunt him down. Oh, finally, okay, an invocation. Right, but is it too little too late? So he's moving 3, 1, 2, 3. He's now changing his invocation. That was a terrible one. Oh man, I hope it's not worse. Vaulting Boots of Voltor. Okay. So Mordo gains +1 movement if his movement ends in a location without a hero. Oh, but that doesn't come into effect because we've moved. Then we go to this step, we discard the thingy. So that's not going to take effect this turn. He doesn't move again. Almost would be good if he moved again, so we'd be closer to him. Yep, okay. So he's going to basically sort of like always get us, I guess, almost. Yep. So that one stays there. He is still bamming though, so this goes up by 1. Doesn't hit anyone, but then he is going to put out 2 civilians. Oh, good thing we did all that clearing, because there's 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1 more here. Oh, yeah, we don't have many turns because everything's full up again, and he's very close here, so we've got to try and get rid of him now. It's going to be... So Loki had a turn. It must be Wong's turn, so it's going to be Wong and Wiccan. Where's Wiccan? Where's Wong? Okay, they're on either side of him. That's not too bad. And Wong's got 2 wilds. Did I give him a punch? Oh, I didn't give him a punch. I didn't have a punch. Alright, so we can't use Martial Artist. I mean, we can use Martial Artist if we want, but... Do we save it? I don't know if I'm going to have enough turns to get back around to that. Wong. If Wong goes now, then it'll be Loki and then Wong. Loki doesn't. We don't know if Loki's got a punch to give him though, so... But if I play this, it's going to give Wiccan as much as possible. I'm just sort of missing at least 1 punch, I guess. So this is going to let me move 1, step in, do 1, 2, 3, 4 damage. I think I will take it. So let's do 4 damage, 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, now, Wiccan, can you do 5? I don't think so, but... Alright, we'll draw a card. Oh, now I was all ready to use Force Blasts and just do straight up 2 damage and then move in and go again. Oh, Scepter. If we can stay alive long enough, I might be able to use the Scepter. I forgot to use the Scepter. But you know what, I probably would have made something overflow. Alright. Any location. Choose 1. Move to any location, or another hero in your location draws a card, or reveal the top card. Ooh, reveal the top card of the Master Plan deck. Well, if I were just to move in, I could do 2 damage. But if I use this, I can move. I can do 2 damage, plus another 1 there. 1, 2, 3. Let's put that back. Don't spend something you haven't done yet. Okay. 2 damage and do all this stuff, or I could do 3 damage to him. what's 3 damage going to leave him on? 2. 3 damage leaves him on 2, and then all I've got to do is survive this next round. I think that's good, because then Loki can just finish him off. Let's do it. So let's use the Force Blast. Okay. Yep. Okay, so we're going to move. We'll do the Force Blast first so we can... no, what we'll do, we'll move in, punch him for 1. That's 1 damage. Then we'll move again, Force Blast him for 2 damage. And then get a wild token. Not that I think I'm going to get another turn with that, but it's still pretty cool. Alright, so we'll keep up with that magic. Alright. And finally, it is... This will probably make or break us here. Alright, what's he going to do? I hope he doesn't get one of those ones where he drops a bunch, because he's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. He's pretty close. What's he going to do? Oh, invocation again. Okay, so he moves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, before he gains +1 movement if this movement ends in a location without a hero. So before this takes effect, so he's actually going to land here. Now, then he changes his ban though. Oh, sorry, his invocation. So this goes away. This becomes the new one. This says Reigns of Ragador? Reigns of Ragador. Okay. We'll have a look there. Alright, this says, instead of dealing damage in Mordo's location when he bams, deal 1 damage to each hero in this and both adjacent locations that Mordo ends his movement in. Alright, so... Oh, we're both getting hit here. Okay, so I'm assuming the bam is as normal, because it says then bam, so this goes up by 1. Then he's hitting Wong for 1. Is Wong being damaged? Did I draw a card for Wong? Probably was damaged by something, right? Oh no. Okay, Wong... I'm trying to think if Wong was damaged by something. Yeah, what did I put at the back here? Piling skills. No, I didn't put piling skills there, so I think maybe I didn't draw on Wong's last turn. So maybe he's supposed to have 3. Alright, so I'll lose just the movement. Then he hits Wiccan, and unfortunately Wiccan is actually KO'd. So that's going to cause him to attack again, so that goes there. He's KO'd. And Wong, oh, Wong gets hit again. Now that actually matters whether or not I drew. I think I just didn't draw a card on Wong's turn. Yeah. Hopefully I haven't messed that up. Because otherwise Wong would be KO'd and that would go up again. But let's see if there's overflow. Would the overflow matter? Okay, so 1, 2 in this spot. Oof. 1 over here, but there is an overflow here. So I think, did I push that up already? And then this goes up by 1 again. And if Wong had got hit again, I guess this would go up 1 more. Let's just make sure we're not... I could be wrong there, but yeah, let's just make sure we're not doing there. Okay, so we're still very close. We're on 18, folks, counting at home. Oh man, okay. But Loki now steps up to the plate, and Loki draws himself. Ooh, misleading. All right, what does that do? But I think we can just use this staff now, right? Alright, so this says, next villain turn when the master plan card is revealed, you decide where he moves to. Oh wow, that'd be really cool. Ignoring all the movement instructions on the card. But you know what we'll do? No, we won't. Well, oh yeah, let's play it anyway. Misleading. Okay, because it's still a wild. Because what we're going to do is we're not even going to use the wilds there. We are going to place 2 thugs in the Savage Land, and then we are going to do 2 punches in any other location, and that will be enough to take out Baron Mordo with a bit of misdirection there and deception from Loki. And then he's got a move and 2 wild, so he may as well come over and help out, punch out this thug here or something, and he can pick up Wiccan and get himself a wild token, because he's always got to have something in it for Loki. So there we go. That is, wow, that was a that was an intense magic duel. But fantastic villain design by Derrick from Canje Studios there. Awesome, awesome fight. I really love this deck here. That, oh, what was that card? That what was it? The Ferocity of Cyttorak. Each damage. Oh man, that was like, man, that really sort of like pushed us right to the edge. How many cards did we have left? Not many. Not, what's that? 4. Not too bad, but still, really sort of made us. Because I think that I was tempted to sort of go for him a turn early, and I think that might have been the thing that undid us. Because we would have had an extra KO there and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, so not an easy one to make decisions with there. That was really cool. It really made me make some tough choices. So great design. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that. As you can see, there's so much talent out there in the homebrew community. I want to give a shout out to Mazu or Martin VZ and the Discord community there. That's just been pumping out so many awesome Marvel United sort of updated characters and things like that. So he's put equipment items for characters that don't have it, and redesigned heroes into villains and vice versa, and updated decks and given sort of different custom designs. So lots of great stuff there. And of course, I really want to show off some of Diversion Architect's Sentinel battles soon. I was all ready to go with those this week as well, and then I realised I hadn't printed out the dashboards, so I'll have to get onto that and then show those off soon. Lots of great stuff coming from Nelly Nell as usual, and you know, he's putting out all sorts of support characters and things now as well, and companions and things, so lots of stuff to show off in his worlds as well. And yeah, you know, new up and coming designers like James Irish making all sorts of cool characters as well. So yeah, looking forward to getting back to the homebrew stuff and shuffling that in with the official stuff as well. So anyway, thank you very much, guys. Hope you've enjoyed this, and we'll be back with the next one hopefully very soon. Maple Monkey out. See ya.